now grade 4, right? Grade 5? Grade 5. Okay, great. So, Auntie, please join that uncle. So you guys go there, okay? You guys will come in. Thank you. Grade 5. Please, let's count. How many are we here? So you will be my scribe. Help me to count. Count how many people are here. Okay, please step aside from me. Step away from me. You are 10 here. Okay, Auntie, hear me, see. Can you please help me to count? How many people do we have here? Please, this group, as a group, can you please discuss? I think the group is large. It's large. But you can discuss. Please, Chinese whisper. Chinese whisper. You understand what I mean by Chinese whisper, right? Chinese whisper. So please discuss this group. How do you foster respect and inclusivity in your classroom? How do you foster respect and inclusivity in your classroom? Please write it out and discuss as a group. I'll give you a minute to do that, please. Foster respect. I think I've touched on that. I've touched on that, right? I saw the video of that teacher beating that child. But so that you won't get to that level, that's why you have to plan. Yes! So you won't get to that level when you be carrying your frustration on children. Plan your lessons. Look for strategic way to teach these children. Don't vent anger on them. You must not be like, hey, they're waiting for me at the market too. You are here. Learn it. 3 years old. 3 years old. In America, who can tell me what a 3 years old is doing? They're in crèche, playing. They're not learning. Do you know our standard in Nigeria is actually very high? Yes. Yeah, so why are we venting? So do you know the children are not the cause of our economic problem? No, they are not, please. So that's why we as teachers, we have a lot to do. We are the one that will change the direction. Correct it. It starts with us. Let's stop that generational thing. The teacher is telling you, your lecturer said you will never know. Don't tell the children. Don't speak to them like that. When children are coming into my class, they will tell me, Miss Falano, get ready. I will tell them, do you know we are coming to meet too? It's not bragging. You tell people what you can do. They will tell them, hey, oh my God, you will write, sorry, pardon me, please, if they know Yoruba. They will write. Because I'm always positive about the children. And when they come, because I'm positive, I see that change in them. Yes. Don't let people tell you about children, they'll start telling you that, hey, that child, I was always carrying him, potty training. I will remember on himself. He doesn't even. I had a child in my class. That time not come. I had a child in my class. He came from America. The mother called me and told me that, Miss Falano, he's 7 years old. That I have to wash his board for him. I said, no problem. It's not a big deal. Some teachers, I don't know, they'll say, I can't touch it though. I'm not finicky to that level. I said, I will clean his butt. But do you know what? When the boy came to the class, he was comfortable at first. But later, he became shy because he noticed that his friends were going without asking someone to come and clean them. It's just a human nature. But as a teacher, when I'm teaching, when the boy goes, he usually wants to go and wee. When I check the time and he's not back, I will stand up with tissue and I know he has food. I clean him. I taught him. With time, the boy learned it. Because he saw that in this environment, this is what is being done. But will you be patient enough to allow that child at his own pace to get to where others are? Are you going to be patient enough? It's like I'm preaching. It's what? That is it. If you see me fighting for my children, you will think maybe I know their mother for some, maybe they didn't want me. No, a teacher should just slap. They don't touch my children. If a teacher is even doing something, when they come to my class, I don't see that bad behavior. Everybody just starts. Because it is who you are. People know you. They know if you indulge them. I don't take it. Don't greet me, I don't care. Because if I try to explain to you, it is what you want to believe about me that you still believe. So, but you, who are you? Who are you? What kind of teacher are you? What you are saying these children are not learning. How are you teaching them? That is why you have to what? Eyes on the board. Master the content knowledge. I just thought I want to come back to this now. You know, the last point says, emphasize the importance of what? Foundational knowledge. That's what I want to explain now. Let's look at this algebra equation. This is algebra, right? higher level, but this is missing addend. A child that has not gotten missing addend, can a child solve algebra?
Yeah.
But you know there's a step to getting missing addend. Math teacher, who can teach us? Which method can they use to understand missing addend? Anybody want to share? Okay, yes, sir. Yes.
So explain missing something like this, like the box.
Missing addend, yes.
We'll bring out the box. We'll take bring the box to a separate place, for example.
So do you want to write?
Yes. Okay.
No, but you're not going to write.
Yes.
Do you will prefer to write, right?
No, I would like to talk.
Okay, you like to talk. Okay.
So we'll bring the box out. We'll let the children know that the number is different from the box. Now we bring the numbers together and bring the box separately. And if any number or anything is crossing the equal to sign, the sign will change from plus to minus, from minus to plus.
But if you are going to teach, thank you. You did well. Thank you so much. But that's for a higher class, right? If you want to teach a lower class, yes, Mr. Joseph. Mr. Joseph, speak up. I saw you. You are going back. You know, say that thing in your mind. We listen, we don't. Yes.
So it depends on the class.
Okay.
Age of the kids. Probably primary two, for instance, they are very familiar with subtraction already. So you don't need to
Okay.
You don't need to engage them to such a formula or because
move it closer to
people like that's strange thing. So you might just remind them or recall their attention back to subtraction that they've been doing right before this. So in so doing, you can just use the method of coining just to bypass that formula. Like, okay, when we have a situation like this, just can make a demarcation of arrow, like tracing an arrow in a curved line, or it depends. Like, okay, we just make the subtraction from there with a kind of play away method. You arrive at your answer. So in so doing, it will they will automatically, when they see something like this, they will now recall to their subtraction or what they've done before the class. So from there.
Thank you so much. I picked something from what you said. You said play away method. I picked something from what he said. He said switching the formula. And they are both valid, right? Okay, let's listen to her.
Thank you. Just for me, like the lower class.
Sorry. There's a trend that started. I said people should say their name, right? Okay. Sorry, you didn't tell her your name?
I'm Boniface.
Okay, Mr. Boniface. Okay. Who is Mr. Joseph? Yes?
I'm Ms. Mutiat.
Okay, Ms. Mutiat.
Like this now.
Yes.
You didn't sign it. You didn't sign it. And I said, I know the good, but I know the last one. What's it? I think it's a table for first time.
Okay.
Like this now, for the lower class, like lower from family 2 downward, you can call this a number family. We will let them know that after the equal to, we have the big number. And before the equal to, we have 2 small numbers. So as a number family, we need to get the missing number, which is part of the small number. We already have the big number, because sometimes we don't have the big number after the equal to. But we need to get the 3 family number. Because outside the equal to, so we have the big number, and inside before the equal to, we have 2 numbers. One is missing. So how do we get the missing number, one of the missing numbers? We let them know that when we have plus, for us to get, if you have a number after the equal to, we have to take the number, if you have plus, we have to use minus to get the missing number. But we let them know that it's a number family. If one is missing, we have to look for the number. How do we get the number? We use minus when you are given plus. So we take the small number and take it away from the big number, and we get our answer.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you all sharing your ideas. But okay, yes, please.
Okay, I think that
Your name, please.
so my name is Ore Oreoluwa. Okay, So I think that we can make it literal. Like yesterday we spoke about visual representation. So we can bring an actual box and then maybe bring pencils, we use pencils in their class. And then on one other side, maybe 2 tables. And one other side, there are 7 complete pencils there. And in the box, we already have 2 pencils there. So you ask them, how many more pencils can we add to that box to give you these other 7 pencils that are on the other end? So you can make them start counting. When you add 1 pencil to the box that already has 2, that means there are now 3 pencils in the box. You add another pencil to the box. Okay, now there are 4 pencils. You know we're getting to 7 pencils. You add another one. So by that time, they already know. So how many pencils did you add to the 2 pencils that in the box? You know that's 5 pencils.
Thank you. You've all spoken well. Everybody had good ideas. But you know what? There's something called number bonds. Who have heard of number bonds before? You've heard of number bonds? There's no way you can teach missing addend without teaching number bonds. If a child knows number bonds, sometimes, why is it that somebody, maybe because the person, so if somebody is coming to you, because you suffer to get to a place, other people may also suffer to get there. No. I tell my children every time, there are some children on this earth, they will not suffer till they die. Yes. They will not beg. This hardship and everything, they will not suffer. Let them see possibility. Create easy way to solve things. What are the number bonds of 7? The bond is spelled, this is number. It is number bonds, you can check it out. If children, from scratch, you're already teaching them addition, tell them this is 5 fingers. How many numbers make 5? How many numbers make 5? I hold 2. 3 and 2 make 5. 4 and 1 make 5. Tell me. I don't even start from 5. I will start from 2. How many number makes 2? Oh, I will tell them, hold your hands, because there are some kinesthetic learners. If they don't touch it, they don't feel it. And that's why I like what she said too. You have great idea. Yes, your hand. Do you know some children, if you tell them how many fingers you have, they will still pick it up and look at it. How many adults, when they say, go left, only left. Nobody will judge you. Yeah, I tell you, yes. Okay, so, yes. So you're telling the child, how many fingers do you have? The child like, finger. And you start shouting, no. But I don't blame you, because you have a 40-minute lesson. That's what you talk about, lesson plan. If you are not familiar with this, that's the mastering there. Teach the child number bond from scratch. And the nursery friends, the nursery teachers are here, right? Yeah, teach your friends. Okay, what are the number bonds of 3? Use materials. There are marbles, all those things, even if you don't have. Do you know this cover bottle, this counters? I remember my teacher then, in primary school, said we should come with this, we will be picking it, we'll be going around. We said our bag will not be very heavy. They will say bring 20, but we'll bring 50. Because you know then now, energy everywhere. So please, use it. Teach them number bond. A child that knows 2 numbers that make up 7, and the child that seen 2, what do you think the child will usually just tell you? 5. And that is algebra. Now, that is where the what? Now the concept connecting it. That they are interconnected. When you're telling them, do you remember your number bonds? They will tell you yes. Do you remember your missing addends? They will tell you yes. Now we're not doing a little bit advanced, because now we're not using what variables. They will tell you adulthood is hard, though. People are not saying, I don't want to grow up. Let's make learning engaging and interesting. And it's possible.
I don't know.
Okay. So we are done with that.
Oh, you're not the Zambia or Zambia.
Sorry, that creates. This one now. Provide explanation that connect concept to their real world application. That's what she did, using pencils, right? Then explain not just how to solve problem, but also why specific method work. There was something I saw on internet, how to solve a multiplication problem. So I told you I'm going to do a lot of writing. Sorry, that's why I'm a math teacher. Sorry, I need to check. There was something I wrote out. I saw it on internet. You know these Indian people, they used to prove that they are very good. So they wrote something, 312 multiplied by 4. So I saw a question like this. In multiplication, this is 3 by 1, right? When I did, look at what the guy did. He just did 1, 2, 3. Who has seen this before? Then he did 1, 2, 3, 4. When I saw it, I said, God, see easy way. You know me, I say, hey, and I'll be stopping myself teaching math this way. Just count. It started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
When you search in the bank again,
Do you know if you punch your calculator, you arrive at this answer?
but this was it. I'm back in
I've tried.
That is. Thank you. Thank you. What is what they do? Just say, hey, it's a great idea. So this is how to teach. Do you know if you punch calculator? This is correct. It is 1,248. So you will see great method now because they said, but that Mrs. Falano then you now quote me and God will vindicate my name. She said we should widen now, we should be checking stuff. You now check this kind of. You now see, now come and teach the children. And the children too, they will like it now because just be drawing line, be drawing it. It doesn't work. Imagine I saw it. Do you know what? I questioned it. I tried another math. Look at another one. I wrote it out here so I won't forget. So I now did 371 times 3. It didn't even go with it. The answer I got here didn't work with it. So sometimes you need to check your method. That's the content. So because somebody that doesn't have content, maybe the person will just say, oh, this method, yes, it can work out. But also, like this part said, explain not just how to solve a problem, but also why specific method matters. You can be teaching this now. Let's teach adding 3-digit number. You know, I told you I'm a stage 1 teacher. Some people is waiting for me. Some people, they are waiting for me to write geometry, draw shape, missing angle.
One of the questions I will answer is
Adding 3 digits. You know, it's usually confusing for children.
get the contract.
Adding 3-digit numbers. Some smart ones are no mental math. They will look at it. They will tell you, oh, the answer is 18. But who can tell me how I even arrive at this answer being 18? Who can tell me the fastest way to solve this? 10 plus 6 plus 2. From the lowest to the highest. But nobody is mentioning something. What about the number bonds? Do you know there are some people, they will just say a number. 80 plus 6. What's the answer? Do you know some children will count this? No, that's the truth. Do you know some children, they will still want to put 80 in their head and 6 on their fingers? Have you taught them to that level whereby they look at things and they can tell you mentally that this thing is 86? Yes. Have you taught them, you see some children, see, 900 plus, no. Let me not go too far. 500 plus 400. Do you know some children, we still write it in columnar method? Yes, because you've not shown them. They will still tell you, oh, please, hold on, let me quickly write it at the back. Let me write 500, then 400, then I'm trying to add up. Let's teach them. Our nursery teachers, you have work to do. All this keep counting, number bonds, they should know it from the nursery. Yeah, because you have longer time. Your math period can take up to 1 hour, 30 minutes, right? Because you have time. Yes, you can teach them. Teach them how to skip count in 100. That when they look at the number, they will tell you. Because one thing about math, no math, people will tell you that, math, if you study mathematics, where can you work? You won't have a job. Even on Twitter, I see some people saying it. They say, no, which job you want to do? You become a math teacher. But is that true? So which job can you do? I'm actually coming to that in career. It's part of the slide I prepared. You can work. I like that word. Why? Why do you think they can work anywhere?
Your basis, your foundation and basis, you need to start anywhere. So before you start, they will give you training on what specifically you want to do. Then it's not left for you to apply all your wisdom that you have.
Thank you. So, anybody else has something to say?
I believe that there's nowhere in there's nothing you are doing that you don't have to tell you.
But
Who else has even when you are selling rice,
Put your name there. It's not your own. It's not like I can support you.
But those on air personality, they don't need numbers now. Yes, now. Ilo will just go on Sound City. Hi, everyone. I want to play music. But I want you to bring out the real thing mathematics actually teaches you. Yes, Mr. Joseph. There's something mathematics teaches you to do. So if you are saying math teacher, they will work in bank, they will work in, you are restricting them. Why is mathematics required for studying medicine? Yes. Are you an engineering student? You are not, but why is mathematics? No, think about it. Think about it. She just used the word. I like it. I like Lema. Yeah, it was. Mathematics teaches you critical thinking. That's why maybe those are math teachers. Then their head is full. Let me drop it. Will you see with us?
I have observation.
Okay.
You made mention of where like.
But there'll be question times. Do you want me to say it now?
No.
Okay.
Number bonds.
Okay.
Like those times, like I would really like to hear more.
Okay, number bonds, right? Yes.
Number bonds. I think of those mathematical
Sorry.
terms. That,
Okay.
Like some of it are. I mean, you're even hearing it for the first time.
Yes, we have 2 sessions, so we'll take a break. The next session we are doing full practical class. So we are going to create a lesson. All of that, we'll do that. Okay? Yes. Yeah, because it's really important. Ma?
Is it possible during the next, when we are teaching, I know you already have practical, with everything is already prepared to
Yes.
teach. But from what he's saying now, some of them might not know how to teach.
The number, yes, I'll teach it.
So
Yes. Yes, I'll teach it.
all those things, because you realize that without it,
Yes. That's why we are doing the practical aspect. That's why I'm not just
I
reading.
like this session. It's really to help you to. So what she's doing now, when we're talking about lesson plans, we talk about, well, sometimes we need to, when you get into the class, when you understand your children, your pupils, it will inform you what you want to do. And that's what is happening, and that's what she's doing. With this interactive session, she already had a practical session that she wants to bring in different things. But something else that she didn't plan for has come up. And she knows that she has to teach it, otherwise it will affect your own teaching. Do you understand? So that's how it is. So I will bring it back to the classroom. When you get to the classroom, you must always assess your children. Some things will be there that will require because you want to lesson with previous knowledge. But sometimes this might not be previous. It has nothing to do with previous what we are talking about now. So she could have just teach it and say it and then ask you to go and learn it all now. But you might not get it. So you understand? So let's bring the same thing, this idea, just bring it into our classroom.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm controlling my
So, so we're on an effective teaching strategy now. We want to engage students in hands-on activities like problem solving, tasks, group discussion, maths game. Now we've talked about bonding with children, right? Creating a comfortable atmosphere. You knowing what you want to teach, right? Now we're talking about how do you deliver. You're a great teacher, a very nice teacher. But how do you deliver that content you have? How do you pass it on? So I want to use manipulative, interactive whiteboard. Who knows what an interactive whiteboard is? Mr. Sorry, your name? Yes, what's an interactive whiteboard?
As you go along with your teaching, there's a board that you control with a particular where you relate what you are teaching.
How many people have seen an interactive whiteboard? I wish we had the training in my school so that you will have seen it. So that's the work. The work this TV is doing, there's a board. It's like a real board, very big. So it's electronic. It's called IWB. That is interactive whiteboard. So what we do sometimes, the children, they move close to the board, they touch it, it's interactive. That's why it's interactive. They command it. So instead of touching this laptop, if I was using interactive board, I won't go to my laptop at all. From my laptop, I just click from the interactive board. I open the folder, the folder, I do everything on the board. Do you understand? So they can play games. So when they come, they just touch it. So that's what interactive board is. And I have lots of games for maths, which I will share later on. So we talk about using maths manipulative. Even if you don't have interactive whiteboard, but I don't have it in my school now. Or technology tools like graphic calculator. Who has seen a graphic calculator before? Yes. You've seen a graphic calculator. You've not heard about it. You see why it's good to come for trainings. You learn, you hear new things. But now, everybody, is there someone that is not using a smartphone here? Everyone is using a smartphone, right? Do you know your WhatsApp has AI? Yes. So, but you can open another WhatsApp. So you can ask questions on your WhatsApp. Those things. So some people be like, oh, going to Google, I might not know what to do. I might not. But WhatsApp, just ask it. Yes. Ask WhatsApp and go to that your WhatsApp. You see AI Meta. So it's not about tools I cannot reach now. There are some tools that are, let's make do of what we have. Like these things I've been explaining now. You can use pencils. You can use different things for your lessons to be what? So now in our book, please, we are going to break this group. I think we are now too many. So I think this group, people should come close. So, but you need a mail. Mr. Boniface, please, can you please join them here? So now you are going to write 2 topics you can teach very well in mathematics and 2 that you cannot teach very well. Just write them in your book. We listen, we don't. We listen, we don't. So please, Mr. Ma, please turn your own chair. So remember, we are on effective teaching strategy now, right? So join them. Join them, Auntie. 2 topics you can teach very well in maths and 2 that you cannot teach. No, you are there. She's here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2, 4, 5. So this group, please. So the way you are sitting like this. So join them, Mr. Joseph. Join them, sir. So join them. Auntie Karimo, please. Join Miss Ore. Okay, so you guys will be in another group. Please. So, sir, this is your own group. So that you can hear yourself, you know. The group is now very large. So you need to, sir, you need to sit in a position that you can see because we have to teach the topic. Yes, please.
What do you pick in class? Should we just pick any?
Yes, pick a comfortable age group. It can even be nursery, anyone. You personally write it in your book. 2 topics that you, each person, yes. Each person. 2 topics that you can teach very well. And I'm going around to check. Excuse me, ma. Hold on.
I'm trying to think.
2 topics. So maybe you close your WhatsApp and open your book so that you can write it. Yes? 2 topics. Don't be ashamed. Just write it. We listen, we don't judge. Nobody is saying anything again. We listen, we don't judge. Nobody is going to judge you. Some issue, 2 math topics that you can teach comfortably and 2 that you cannot. So you separate it. 2 you can teach comfortably, 2 that you cannot. So you might not have the ones that you can't teach. You might not have. So you can teach calculus. You don't teach math. Okay, you teach math. So let me see the subject. Don't be scared now. There's a reason why we are sorry, please. So there's a reason why we are saying we should pick 2, because you might see someone that can actually teach that topic that you think you don't know. Just like I'm talking about using number bonds to teach algebra, all these things. You see now. So that's why it's a training. Well done. Have you written your own? You are still writing. 2 topics. Yes, I'm seeing some people, they've done their... Yes, each person. Yes, Mr. Joseph?
I think I have issues that I'm about to take to
Division.
Yes.
And what?
Just this.
No, there's something you wrote here.
No.
Okay, division. Okay. I'll teach you. Easy peasy way to teach it.
Well, yeah. No, the processing that I arrived at kind of require more processing.
Are you what level? Primary 2. But they're not doing long division.
Yes.
Auntie Karimo, you be like, I'm always disturbing you. Because we are gentle. All those gentle people in my class, they are the ones I'm always... So that you can teach very well. To tell time. So that you cannot teach very well. Okay, you don't have. You can teach for all your level. That's good. Mr. Tope, do you know one thing? Mr. Tope, I think at the point you were tired. Yeah, you went to fall asleep. So, sleep is contagious. It was not going to Babatu. Babatu was not stopping. I was watching you now. But we look, we don't judge. I didn't judge them now. You know why I mentioned it? To tell you that I'm observant. No, I didn't mention it to tell you that. So you are Mr. Tokme. So please ask. If there's a topic here that people don't understand, so you really want to teach us. Yes. Are we done now? Have you asked the topic? Okay, so I think Mr. Uchman should go first with the confidence and enthusiasm. With the confidence and enthusiasm. So submit all your topics to him. He will just devour them now. Submit the topic you are struggling with. No, for this group is Miss Karimo, Mrs. Karimo. She will come out. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, please let's listen. We don't have much time. I thought, sorry, ma. I thought it was supposed to end by 2:30.
No, 2:10.
2:10. That was what she sent me. Because I passed off. No, because this thing wasn't coming in.
One is
Hello.
and unlike terms.
Can we listen, please? One house, please.
In algebra expression, let me go straight to, we all know that any alphabet in the bracket is invisible 1. So let me go this way and make the joining faster and easier.
No, let him know now. We all give our own comment. Please, let's all
Look at open bracket 2 raised to, okay, let me say 2 plus y plus 3 plus a. I have this. I want to solve this. Then I keep it from what? The lowest to the highest. Or the numbers in brackets, then the alphabets in brackets. Having gotten this, don't forget that this is an invisible 1, invisible 1. So if this and this is 3, so you have this first, that will give us 5. Then you have this 2. What are we going to do? 1 plus 1. So that will give us 2. Your answer should be what? 7. There are different types and different ways how to solve algebraic expression. Now, the one I said on like terms and unlike terms. So that's exactly where we are going. Where I saw
you have a question.
Said,
sorry, she has a question.
When
things are in bracket.
Remove the bracket. I've worked with it.
He said you remove it,
I've removed the bracket.
Are you listening?
So
Yes.
you can also bring the bracket here. Anyhow you like it.
Align to
most important thing
STOP. Sorry. Can we please listen to it? You might have another way of teaching, but let's listen.
If
we are all working together here.
Understand how you got your answer, then 1, 2, 3 of them could solve it. Then you are good to go. Don't forget, we have different ways on how to solve algebraic expression. Now, I want to go on like terms and unlike terms. Sure, yes.
Yes.
I'm just trying to move forward so that I can finish up.
No, the exact question.
Okay, the exact question. Let me use 2a. Let me use 2a plus 3 plus.
No, he said the same question.
You mean the same question? Okay. The question is 2 plus a plus 3 plus y. No. I said I have 2, right? Plus 3. Don't forget, the another way I said is 2a, 3y. You can also have it by saying 5. You know, we have had this together, ay.
Okay, thank you. 7.
Don't forget, the instruction is given in your textbooks, whichever you want to follow. But don't forget, the instruction given are what you are going to use to teach your pupil in order not to disturb their brain. I'm just using these as an example. I'm not following any instruction, but I just want you to get the way how to solve algebraic expression. Now, let's look at like terms and unlike terms. Now, these like terms are the ones that looks unlike. Unlike terms are the ones that are scattered. You will now be the one to what? Arrange them. So after arranging them, you get your answer. But don't forget, you arrange from the lowest to the highest. Now, like terms, unlike terms. So, let's give like terms.
Can you please give us question to know if they've got it?
No, I even wanted to ask. So, sorry, one house. Yes, hello, ma'am. Wait, the person that asked this question, what the person that asked this question So the person that asked this question, please, can you please signify? The person that said he doesn't understand algebra. Oh.
I think it's personal.
No. Mr. Utma, is it your personal question?
Yes.
No, I said ask your group member those
Okay.
what they don't know how to teach.
Okay. Yes, that is algebraic expression.
Algebra. It's very easy.
It's algebra.
Okay.
So an expression was added to it. So that's where I bring in like terms and unlike terms.
I wrote some algebra questions.
Yes.
So I think if you want them to learn it, you need to start from smaller.
So they are.
And what age group do you have in mind? STOP.
We are looking at age.
Sorry, because of our time. Because of our time. What age group?
9, 10, 11. I'm basically
That's a basic.
GLS1.
The person that asked the question.
Yeah.
So I think grade 3 they do this. Grade 4.
But
Yes.
it's different.
Grade 4.
They all will be.
It's simplified compared to this.
Sure, yes.
So, but the assignment I gave you was for you to ask your group member who amongst them cannot solve a particular math question. So you need to go back and follow through.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You are still going to come back. Okay, so there's something I want to correct, please.
Yes.
Mr. Utman mentioned that because there's no time. I've noticed. Yes, it's not easy.
Yes.
You are given a scheme. Sorry, one house, please. One house, please. You are given a scheme, and you are asked to cover that scheme within 13 weeks, right? And within that 13 weeks, there are other events. You have dancing competition, cultural day, other things will come up, right? It will eat into that time. So, but because you don't want to be like the teacher that is not always correct, completing your curriculum. I even like the fact that you are taking grade 6. So now you are rushing to teach all of these concepts. But do you know that if you rush to teach all the 6 topics, no, I'm driving at something, and the children go to sit for exam, there's possibility that they might score 20 over 100. But if you have 6 topics, and you teach 4 very well, and the children are grounded, do you know they can go for that exam and score like 65 over 100? So which one is better? Is it rushing through it? All in the name of, I thought it, now go and check their notes. Because the truth is, when they check the notes, nobody can actually check. During your teaching, except you do lesson observation, can check if you actually taught that particular topic properly. But because we are all running to meet up with what?
A target.
So it will be better for you to focus. So if they come to your class, oh, these children, they are in grade 6 now, or maybe grade 5.
Yes.
How come grade 6 children are still struggling with some topic from grade 4, grade 2, grade 3? Is it not a foundational problem?
Yes. It's foundational problem.
See, I link algebra to missing ardents. You don't link it here.
Yes, you link it.
And from algebra, I went back to what? Foundation. Number bonds. A child that knows number bonds will not struggle with algebra. But you just say, oh, you know. Do you know, if you know long division very well, who knows how to solve long division here? Great. Long division. There's a step to it. I actually pick on this topic because I actually wanted to solve it and explain to you. But because of our time, so we'll be rounding up. So I'll call you again when we come back for our practical class. So please ask your group member what they cannot teach, not what you want to teach. So that's the instruction. And that's another thing about communication. Yes, please. I will teach. I have some topic. You mentioned division. I want to teach. I will teach division. Do you know you can actually use shape to teach equivalent fraction? Who knows how to use shape to teach equivalent fraction? Who's saying nobody? So let's write, because we are working with time. So we are working on division. I'm listening, ma'am. Yes. Okay.
For you to teach them to solve most math problems, there was this thing called board math.
Yes.
That's already valid.
Yes.
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 There's board math, there's big math.
You know,
That's the law.
but I know this used to help with the board math.
There's board math, there's big math. Yeah, this is bracket. Why the IS stands for indices? Yes. Oh, You're also part of our training. It's good. Yes, now. Yes.
So is this still relevant now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am, we
it
still
is, ma. It is. It's just because of the whole truth is everything I'll have here is what I've acquired for a long period of time. So there's no way I can unpack everything now. But I'm just going to tell you the steps they can follow to actually achieve teaching math the right way. You understand? Yes.
Teaching math the right way.
Yes. That's it. Teaching it the right way. Don't create fear in the children because you don't know. Because that's what most teachers do. Because they don't actually have what? Ground knowledge. If you don't, like, you listen to what he said, right? He doesn't understand something. He went to Mr. Tokpe. Mr. Tokpe taught him, man. Don't say, me. I'm 45 years old. I'm not going to ask 16 years old to teach me how to teach math. It's not about age. Or maybe the person is always coming to you now, be like, when that person comes, no, come on, one class here. He doesn't know anything, just in that class. No, nobody's going to shame you. Yes, please. Oh, please, sorry.
That question was incorrect.
Okay, so she has something to say about your question, Mr. Utman. But when we come for the practical lesson, please, let's just quickly move on. Yes, please. Yes. There's spenders. Yes. Yes, there's big maths too. The I is indices, I mentioned it. Yes. So when you have like as exponential, maybe raised to power 3, maybe 3 plus something raised to power 3, and into bracket 4 plus 8, or no, let me just use multiplication here. So there are some equations like that. So that I stands for the indices. So after the bracket, you do the indices before you do others.
But the high did not in any way invalidate the other. In the default math.
No, it does.
How?
It's a standard, the bid maths.
Yes. The high, does it invalidate the whole in that board math? That's
Sorry, don't use invalidate, use smaller grammar. I don't understand English.
Sorry, ma, what's the
Indices. We are looking at our time. Okay, ask your question, Mr. Tokpe.
I just needed to know if that I can absolutely replace the whole. Absolutely. Like, we can do without that whole. I don't know how
No. See, now if the question will come like that, you can Google it. Yes, you can Google it. Check it. If some question, I'm not going to pick something I've not tried. No way. Yes. I'll pick something I know I've taught. So the question might not necessarily come like this. I just wrote a sample. It might not come like this. So you can't expect a broad mass question to come in a big mass format. No. The question will come in big mass format. That the indices will be validated. Like, what was that grammar again?
you validated.
Like the question.
Do you understand it now?
Like the example you made. It's very glaring because when you were trying to solve it, you are still using what must still appear.
Yes. So no, this question, no. If I want to teach it, I'll check questions that are for big math. I just wrote it out for them to see what indices. But there's something I teach primary now, they might not know what indices actually means. Do you understand? So that's why I just wrote it out. So is that clear? Are we still on track? I'm not taking differentiation, so effective. Hello. Please, this is also important, please. One house, please. We mentioned all those ones. So there's this strategy, sorry. Please ignore this. I do. That is you teaching, right? Mr. Tokpe and Ms. Yemisi. I do. I'm teaching, right? We do. You are explaining. This time, they are the one giving you the feedback. Some teachers, they will just solve everything on their own. And say that is example. No. Let the children walk it through with you. Then you do. Do you understand? So I do. Please, let's follow that method. I do. We do. You do. Please don't place your I do as we do. They are two different things. I do. We are just introducing the concept. Now, for you to now see, you are still using what? Scaffolding. You know what scaffolding? You know a building with scaffold, right? Gradually, you'll be removing that support. You still be giving them that support. Still go to children. Teaching job is not a job you sit. Especially from primary level. It's nursery that can be sitting down with children. If you're a teacher, you're not supposed to be sitting. You go around where they are solving it, because that's when you see those that cannot tell you that they don't understand. That's when you see what they are doing. You check at that spot. As they are solving it, you'll be checking it. So you can use... What did you notice about this question I just wrote on the board? I started from the what? Can we please adopt this method? Do you know that in that your class, there are some questions you will write on the board. There's a child in that class that cannot solve it. How will these children that are struggling, how will they build their confidence? But if there's a child, that teacher say, you score 0/10, they'll be laughing at. But do you know a child can actually, yes, 6, right? 12. Let the child not even score this one. But the child will still know that at least I know question 1 and question 2. Our question must not necessarily be taught from beginning to the end. You can be teaching the algebra now. You can put the easy peasy one, like the one without missing addends. Yes? 3 plus x equals to what? 6. Put easy algebra question. Don't say after, you want to write an external exam. You are looking for easy question. Excuse me. Even in WAEC, they will give you, there's that part, is in my slide too. See, allow for flexible grouping based on ability or interest. I want to say that I can just write, sometimes, you can do it in your class. Write down 6 questions. Pick any 3 questions you can solve. There's no crime in it. Don't impose it on them. Don't impose it. Then if you not try this strategy, then you not start seeing children that you thought maybe they don't even know anything. You not know that, because then you can easily identify their problem. If a child can solve from year to year, what do you think the child's challenge is? Working with bigger numbers, right? That means you know that the child cannot work with 2 digits. You know that, we don't know where to start from. Unlike when you just have the same set of questions. So please, let's do what? Tiered questions. This is it. I lost it in my slide. I know that slide but I actually know the step-by-step thing I want to say. So it's tiered question, just like step. If you want to climb the step, you fly to the 7th one. You take it bit by bit. Create questions from what? Easy to complex. Let the children gain their confidence. Because if they're in your class and every time you write question, they don't understand it, they too will be discouraged. They'll be like, that teacher doesn't even know how to teach. That's what they will say. They're not going to see it like their own fault. And aside from this third one, I said you can also try to do what? Allow them to select questions they want to answer. Who says you cannot write 20 questions on the board? Pick 6. But you in your mind, you know that it's 6 you want to give, right? So you can just write more questions. Let them select. Let them pick the one they understand. Then you cannot come back and be like, so everybody now understood the simpler one. Okay, what about this one? Why don't you understand? Then you know where to start teaching from. So we just have 1 more minute. So that's all about differentiation for now that I can say for math. But differentiation is deeper. But for now, try to simplify your question, tiered questions, and try to give bulk questions. Allow children to select the one they can do, right? So this is the one I just said. Allow children to create from variety of projects. So I think in our next class, we'll start from encouraging mathematical communication. English in mathematics. Thank God you did English yesterday, so you apply it today now. So that's where we'll stop. So please, Mr. Utman, and those people I selected for the group, don't forget. Mr. Tokpe, yes, please work on it. Miss Christiana, I think I'll forget. I remember. Yes, it's important you know the name of your children. You see, I didn't forget their names. Okay, thank you. So that is the end of first session. We'll come back later for the second one.
Are you there? Have you done this? So how did So add them together. We are in numeracy class, so we should be able to count. We should be able to use our mental math to get the figures. What did you get for hard work? Hard work. It's not correct. Who got 96? Hard work is what? 90 what? 96.
94.
94. Where is the pen? Plus, just no. You don't need to write everything. Just the figure. The H is what? H is what? Yeah.
Okay.
H is what?
H.
Okay, then just put it. H plus what?
is 98.
R is what?
R is 18. R is 18. D is 4.
W.
W is 23. O is 15.
99.
R is
18. That is 98.
K is what? K is what?
K is 11. K is 11.
K is 11. So add it together.
98.
9.
98.
So who is saying 96?
Somebody said 96. Somebody said 94. 98. 98. Okay.
I said 94 initially.
Okay. Somebody. Oh, have you confirmed it's 98?
It's 98.
Okay. So let's look at attitude. So let's put percentage. Let's convert it to. And I look at, so people need to sign. Since they've written, so other people, 2 people need to sign, and they called me to come and sign. And I look at, opened the report, and I said I can't sign. And they said why? I said because it's not accurate. And they were wondering, are you a lawyer? I said no, I'm not a lawyer. I'm an accountant. So I looked at it. I said it's not correct because you wrote Milo 500,000. How many pieces of Milo did you buy? How many grams of Milo did you buy to arrive at 500,000? I said because it's not self-explanatory. I cannot sign. And all of them were looking at me like, why can't you sign? I said no. I said because this paper is going to go to where I will not be to. Where the paper will get to, my leg might never be able to get there. So I can't defend my signature. The people that bought the thing, their signature is not on it. They don't know who bought it. But they will see my signature and say, oh, Nike Okoro signed. So I did not sign. And because I did not sign, I explained why I can't sign. I did not sign it. Somebody else signed it. And I remember one of them was one of the pastors. And the following year was the Christmas. He just looked at me and said, do you know, I kept thinking throughout the holiday, I kept thinking about your action. I said, sir, what happened to my action? He said, why you didn't sign the form? I said, I'm sorry. I don't sign what I can't defend. It's money. I need to be able to defend because my integrity is at stake if I sign it. Because I don't know, except the people that wrote it can break it down the way I will be able to. I'll sign it. And he told him, he said, what do you do? I said, then I used to sell. I said, I import this and that. I said, hey, do you sell spirit? I said, yes, that's why I started supplying. That's why I became a contractor to Lagos State government, a contractor. So we don't know what your attitude will bring, the door it will open for you. I didn't know when I was talking, I was just saying my own. I was just being who I am. I like to be. Integrity for me is key. It's 100%. So when I was doing my thing, thinking nobody was watching, because integrity is what you do when no one is watching. If you do it in front of me, you don't have integrity. What you do is when no one is watching, that's when you have integrity. That's your character. So I did not know that the man is there. That little action will fetch me millions for so many years. I was doing contracts. I'm not talking about small money, big money. Because somebody saw in me that if you can do this, that means you have integrity. Because that means integrity is important to you. You have character. So please, let's put our attitude to be different. Let's have a better attitude, a better response. If you have the right attitude, no matter how bad you are treated, you will respond well.
You will do what? You will respond well. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, you know yourselves. Okay.
If you are giving children, you don't select the children in your classroom.
And
No, let's go together.
okay, so encouraging mathematical communication. Like I mentioned earlier, before we went on our break, I hope you enjoyed your break. Did you do networking? I didn't see anybody going to anybody. Ah. So I want somebody to mention 5 people she had met in this training yesterday and today. 5 people. No, you can say the names of 5 people. Who can mention the names of 5 people? I don't even understand. I'm confused myself. Mention names of 5 people. No. If you want to mention, you put up your hand. Yes? Miss Yemisi.
No, I don't know. I just know that.
Okay.
This joy.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Joseph. Yeah.
So these are the people I was calling, right?
Yes.
They are going to 10, right?
You said 5.
I thought you are an extended child. But you did well, thank you. But it's good. So tomorrow night you'll see the other person driving. You can call on the, hey, I'm trapped here, please take me to where you are going to. It's not about driving, but it's good. At least now that you've met each other, when you see each other outside, know people's name. Because you have A's. Hello. Plenty of people are A's. And it's not even HIV. Eh? Fine girl. Who will answer? At what age? Okay, so I have a question. So now that we are back to English in mathematics, is it important for a math teacher to have good grades in English? A math teacher, is it important? For a, but some people say English is not important as a math teacher. People are just whispering. If you know, if you are come, just put up your hand. Let's talk. Yes? But they'll tell you, I study mathematics. I don't have any business with English. Why do I need English? Why do I need English? I don't need English for anything. It's math now. It's number. I'll just be calling the number. 1, 2, 4. Figure out that this child is there. You cannot sit.
Yeah.
Now, they are smart thinkers. Tell me 2 numbers I can make up for. 2 plus 2. Why are you scared? It's something you know now. But if I give her 500 and 500, money, women, they can calculate it. Even in my dream, wake up, you put 1.3. I will shine my eye. I know the answer. Yes, that's it. Yes? I just go to another person. Tell me another number I can make up for. Tell me another number I can make up for.
4 plus 0.
4 plus 0. Tell me another number.
1 plus 3.
Tell me another number I can make up for. 1 plus 3. Nobody even said wrong answer. Why are you not making this class? Let's laugh small now. Teachers are usually too serious. 2 plus
3.
2 plus 3. What is, when you said 0 plus 3, another child will tell you, but that's my answer. I said it before. Is that what I do? Thank you. That's what they usually say. That's what I want to say. So you move on to 10. So making them copy it. So we've copied out the step. So because of our time, you know I wrote it out, right? You can also do it to 10 like that. 2 numbers start from 10 plus 0, 9 plus 1, do even to 20. First week, maybe the first 2 lessons you can do for 10. Before you know it, you see that they'll be telling you. How many fingers do you have? 2 numbers that make up 10, they'll be doing it for you. 2 and 5. 2, 5. Does it make up 10? No, you want to say yes. 2 numbers that make up 10, they'll do what? 5 and 5. But you know something, but you can tell them, you can move this. 4 and what? 6. You can also do
and 3.
7 and 3.
3 and 7.
9 and
8 and 2.
Let them move their. You know, these are our children now. Some of them don't move their hands. Let them move their hands. Let them move their hands. Let them use their hands to count. They should count it. Do you have any question about number bonds? So now, when I'm now teaching missing addends, I will now start. Do you know the mistakes some people make? Then I say, hey, today missing addends. Change their face because lesson has started. Who can tell me what is wrong? You are starting a lesson. See the number you are starting with. So you are now, everybody is now quiet. You've already taught number bonds, right? Why not start? You are teaching missing addend now. So we are doing what? I can we start from 4? Okay, no, number bonds of 4, which is the easiest, right? That we started with. See what I wrote now? Now, can you tell me that after teaching that number bonds, will there be a child that doesn't know missing addend in your class? But you know one thing we also used to do? Please, listen, please. When you write it this way, some teachers will give all the example on this part. All the boxes will be here. Do you know some children, they are photographic learners? Please don't restrict the box to a part. Change the box. Your next question. If you don't have question, you can check the box here. Which other way can I? Where can I also? Thank you. You see? Let me even go. I've closed. No. Yes, now I've closed. Now that means everybody understands, right? So, but that is just it. You put your box outside now. You now do 1 plus 2, which is now looking like normal addition. Sometimes let me teaching. Sometimes, okay, you are teaching missing addend. You're always putting the box inside. You're always putting the box inside. Sometimes put the box outside to let them know that in that same addition they know. That is what is coming into missing addend. So you can create 10 questions, put the box here, but your example, did you show? You see, that's why you can't restrict your example to just 1 or 2. You have to be creative with your example. Sometimes I will make my example more tough so that I can explain everything, all the possible ways that we can come up. But after starting from the lowest, you cannot be using tough example. But please remember, number bonds, algebra, Mr. Putman will be the one to teach us algebra. But I won't be here then, but he will take the training. Yeah, no, I'm serious. He should teach you. I'll talk to her. Those people that are struggling with algebra, please meet him. He will teach you. So now, someone asks about multiplication. What? Is that not why you are there? You will do research now, ask now. I remember when multiplication was taught in secondary school. It's just, we know multiplication as times table. Why do people hate it so much? Some people actually hated multiplication. But you have to also be intentional when you're teaching multiplication. There's easy ways to teach it. We have, yes, somebody say yes. Can you mention the method? That is repeated addition. Yes. You have your repeated addition. Yes. Oh, I'm going to write because of our time. So I'll just be using what? Short form. Repeated addition. What other method? Array formation. Yes. They eat egg in their house. You can bring your crate of egg. Do you know? Bring your crate of egg and use it to teach them. Let them arrange it. So I'll be quick, please. I know you're all following on. I know we have smart children in this class. So for repeated addition, let me start with that. There's also skip counting method for teaching. You remember skip counting method, right? The thing is, when you are teaching this thing, do you know it builds up? This is multiplication, right? Year 1, we do all of this. From year 2, they start doing 2 by 1, right? Yes. So maybe you have 24 multiplied by 6. Then from year 3, they start doing long division, right? When you start with, no, they start with short division. No, short division. You start with short division. Then you start with what? Long division, right? Then you keep moving on. Then before you enter what? You enter decimal, all of that. Okay, so let's do repeated addition now. So I will start from 6 times 2. 6 times 2, right? How do we do it? They say repeated addition. Like I said, multiplication is what? Skip counting. That is 6 in how many places? You see where your use of English comes in. 6 in how many places? Vocabularies are very important. I even forgot. When I was talking about, I actually had it in mind. Vocabularies. Do you know maths? They have vocabularies. Who can give me all the addition vocabularies? So, yeah. Say it now. If it's wrong, we say no. Sum, yes. Add up. What about total? All together. Do you know when you are teaching even simple math like this, teach them the vocabulary, because that's why you will teach numbers, you will start teaching word problems separately. And it's not supposed to be like that. Because when you were teaching, you should have been using this vocabulary so that they will be familiar with it. So that when you now introduce word problem, then they are no more struggling with it. Do you understand? You teach it, always use the word. Someone was saying the number, I think someone was using one word, I think I didn't get it. It's called missing addend, because addition, this is an addition equation. 3 plus 2 equals to what? 5, right? What are these called? They are both called addends. Addends. See it. Addends. Why this one is called what? Sum. All this addition, they have names. Please check it. Everything is on. Yes, you can check it out. This is so somebody just come to the class now. They just take you to the embassy. Your passport to go into Canada is for you to just tell us, interpret this equation. Say, hey, me, I've not heard of addition. Because every time you hear that word equation, children are always scared. Why do we start using equation when they are in grade 3 or grade 4? Start using it now. My children, they know this is an addition equation. Equation, hey, I've not heard it before. Because you didn't start early. Use the vocabulary for the word. Don't call it another thing. It's disappearing. What is that? Use the right word. It's missing addends. Because right now, I'm not teaching missing addends. I'm just teaching normal addition. But I'm explaining all the equation. So they already know it. And that's one thing about the brain. When it's learning something new, take it to where it's stored. Take it and store it there. No, I want to erase it. Why do you want to copy it? I want to make research. Mr. Joseph. So now, 6 times 2. That means having 6 in 2 places. 6 plus 6. I know somebody is saying the answer is what? Is that the right thing to do? You just go ahead and write. How many children do you know that cannot count 6? You bring it down. Don't assume they know. Just say, what you say? So you don't know. You will say 15 there. The one child that said 15 will not talk in your next class. Yes, because you show the child down. 6 plus 6, you can count it. Hello, friends. You can use your fingers or your stroke, count, or your circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to beg Miss Okoro. She will bring me to one of your classes. So if after explaining this, you go and be doing fire brigade method, just be writing the answer. Please teach the children well. Yes, please. Yes. That's why I said.
They know it or they cram it. Because some of them, they cram some numbers. Mm-hmm. So give them the number that they are not familiar with and ask them to do it. How did you get it? The question is, how if it says,
yes.
I said, how about those ones that? That's what I'm saying. The one that you feel that you think that no, some of them must have crammed the numbers. Some I've seen this. There's a school I went to do inspection for where they wanted me to train. I said, no, let me come and inspect first. And I went there. And the woman was actually, the children were cramming numbers.
Oh.
Addition. 2 plus 2.
Excuse me, please. I want to get water. Sorry, please. Water. Yes, Miss Okoro, not me.
No. Cramming is not mental math. That's cramming. Mental math is when you must.
Someone says part of what we're taught now. Did I teach you cramming? So, no, one thing about the brain, there's a level the brain works. But the thing is, it's called, you have to see it. But I taught you the process. And I'll make you see it, make you practicalize it so it can stick. So some children will now know, and take your time to now count. You are helping some children unknowingly. Those ones that are shy, that don't want to say their fears out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's something I do. Let me also share with you. So when I draw the circle, before I count it, I will count the circles if they are up to 6. If they are up to 6, before I now do the general counting. But somebody will tell me, a teacher might laugh at it and say, but you are teaching multiplication. How are you not doing all this? Do it. Because if you take that first person to do this, you will not believe how you people will fly in that lesson. In the 4th period. Yes. Because you've taken your time to break it down to them. So now, 12, right? This is repeated addition. Now, how will I do array method? If I teach repeated addition for the whole day, we'll do activity on repeated addition. The next day, I'll be teaching array method. When I write down a question, I will do that same repeated addition again. To remind them, then I will now do array formation. So array, that is 6. I count my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is array. That's why I say you can bring your crate of egg or anything to show. So then you count again. How many do you have here? This is what? So 6 times 2 equals to what? 12. I've used 2 methods to teach. Skip counting method. This array formation. This repeated addition, right? Then in skip counting method, let me just use this side. So in skip counting method, I have what? 6. I'm skip counting in 6. Can just write 6, right? I'm skip counting in 6. You just say, oh, another 6. I can count my 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, correct. So I've written 1, 6, and I want to skip count in 2 places, right? So I will now say 6, count on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my answer is what? So 6 times 2 is 12. Who can tell me why I had to use the same question to answer all this method? I use just one question for all the method. Because sometimes when the children they are looking at it from abstract, let them know that all these things are related. You will see them that they are not what? They are all the same. Yes, that's it. So you write it in your book. We are done with that now. Anybody have any question? Are we good? Yes. We are good, right? Please, you can use this method. Don't say, but it's not in my curriculum now. In that my school, we use Nigerian curriculum. Good. But can you still teach? Because if you say this idea to your head teacher, do you think she will buy it or not? Because children will even like it. They are counting. When they are learning multiplication, most of them, they've crammed all these things. Another thing about multiplication, for you to teach mental math multiplication, you are teaching a child. If you say 6 times 9, how many people will quickly tell you what 6 times 9 is? But do you know what I tell my children? Skip counting in 10 is easy, isn't it? Skip counting in 5 is easy, right? Skip counting in 2. 2, 5, 10, because they have a pattern. And I'm saying 6 times 9. Why not just do 6 times 10 and take away 6 from it? 6 times 10 is what? Is what? 60. Take away 6. I come backward. Is what? What's my answer? Somebody is telling you, oh, no, this math. Tell them. Mr. Balenciaga, what did you say? Yes, please.
6 times 2. Can we tell them that you can even put to 2 times 6?
Yes. So addition and multiplication, they both have commutative property. But it's division and subtraction that don't have. Because there's no way you can do except you are doing negative numbers. You cannot bring 2 now. You now say, so in real life, this is stealing. That's why I tell them. I speak to them. Oh, so you're not telling me that you don't have up to 4 apples. You're not telling somebody to go and bring. So your mommy sent you to the fridge. No, let them picture it in their mind. Hey, I make it dramatic. The drama of putting, you think it's just mad. Eh? They'll be telling you, eh? It's true, it's not good though. Something you don't have. Do you have up to 4? Speak to it, communicate. Don't let's be like our old teacher. Those some people even say 2 sentences. Keep quiet. Finish. All through that period, 40 minutes. Because we are scared of them now. You want him to give you knock. You want him to give you knock and perforate your head. Oh my God. So that's just it. So please, if you want to start teaching multiplication, the mental task you can give these children is to learn their number facts. Learning their number fact means that I talk about routine, right? When they come in the morning, you can use your hand to write out the multiplication table. They go there, they read it. And before you know it, what happens? How did I say they should read it again for it to really stick? Backwards. So you've learned 2 times, 1, 2, 2 times. Some people will be dancing. 2 times, 3, 4, 2 times. They've known it. Now tell them 2 times 20. Say it backward. 2 times 20. 2 times 20. I mean, this is the same child that said it from 2 times 1. And tell them, if you don't know this method, 2 times 20, you are doing 2 times 20 backward. Just tell them you are skip counting backward. From 40. Then become 40. Do you know what I tell my children? See how I will teach them. I say, this keep counting. There are 2 numbers appearing. So, few numbers appearing. See the numbers here. 2, 4, 6, 8. As I'm going, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'll go again. Then 10. You go again. Let children know that some things are pattern. Look at it. Let them know that some things are what? You can see I will tell them what is appearing everywhere. But these 2 started having another friend. He started with a smaller friend. Then the friend started increasing. Then started increasing. Then create the pattern on the board. And you can use it to teach them, keep counting in tens again. 10, 20, 30, 40. Everything is what? Related. Write it and let them see it. Some children will have to do cramming before they will know it. Yes, allow them. Because if you not cramming, how did this enter into your brain? Yes, so. Because we used to cram. There was one math I did in university. Because I went to a technology university. We do 5 years, biochemistry. They said we should be doing engineering courses. I was doing one math, partial differentiation. I said, what is this? Very brutal math. No numbers, though. You don't be seeing Q raised to power V. I said, how did it come about? Different in bracket. I was like, what's all this? We were doing engineering. We did, mechanical. You will do it. Because it's a technology university. You are the one that came to them now. They have to teach you all of that. So, please, any other question? Now, we are moving on to division. Have I answered all the questions? All the one you jotted, Ms. Yemisi? Right? We are on track, right? Bond?
Yes.
We are moving on to division now. And please, always learn to check your curriculum. Some topics are coming before some, which is not necessary. There's no way you can teach division without having to have taught multiplication. You as a teacher, if you don't understand it, you don't go to the school. They say, no, madam, yes. So this is your curriculum.
But there are those who wrote those curriculum. Do we mean?
I'm talking about some schools.
Some schools, yes.
But you as a teacher, you have to check it.
Yes, after checking, this is the curriculum, probably from the, and we discover it's not okay.
Speak to your curriculum implementation officer. Speak to them. Oh, sorry, what word am I using? Go and meet your head teacher. Tell her, reason with her. Ma, I've taught this topic, but I noticed that because these children don't have knowledge of this, they are not getting this. Fraction and decimal, they are related. Don't worry, when I get to fraction. Do you understand? Speak up. But the thing is, if they are failing it, what have you done? Because you've got to explain to her now. Why not change it? We should be doing things like this because we don't want to write lesson notes. So if their lesson notes, the lesson note they wrote, let me not talk. We listen, we don't. Now for division, we have what? Who can mention the method? We have grouping. Yes. Grouping method. This time now, you know in multiplication, we're doing repeated addition. Now we'll be doing repeated subtraction. But they are different. There's also sharing method too. There's sharing method, there's grouping method, there's repeated subtraction. And remember, I told you, the end product of a division is what? We really need to know it. What is it called? If you write okay, let me even write the one for, the end product is quotient. Quotient. Divisor, dividend, and quotient. Sorry, dividend, divisor, and quotient. You need to know them and use the vocabulary. Because if a child is in your class, you are a grade 3 teacher, and you're already using this vocabulary, when the child gets to get, see, the child is no more scared. When you should say, don't worry. There's something I want to tell you people, but you're not ready. Who told you they're not ready? Just tell them. Do you understand? Okay, so for sharing method, we have 9 divided by 3. What I usually tell my children, I'll be like, get your plate. Because then we'll have done our role play in class. I put them in groups. I give them plates. This is your own plate. It might just be a paper. Give them a plate. Wrap something. Put it this group. That's why, you see why lesson planning is important. Because if you don't plan your lesson, how do you want to come up with all these strategies? So you know you are teaching that division. What do? I will just, when I come in the morning, it's not time to go and be greeting people. How was your weekend? You went to a party, I saw your status. Nice. I saw your gele. Oh, your gele, I like it. I saw your shoe. You did not buy the shoe. Please, there's staff hangout where you can bond. If you want to have that discussion with that person, when you close, two of you drag yourself. Hey, I saw your status, so that's your shoe. Be saying it. Because that time in court is your... You think people will tell you that, will I come and kill myself? Please do it. Because if, you know what I tell myself? If it's my child that is in my class, is it the way I'm doing that I'll be doing?
So in addition to the potent, so there's also a mental.
No, don't mix it up. That's an equation.
Okay.
This equation now, this is called what? This is called what? Divisor. This is called quotient, the answer. That is why you see some word problem. They will tell you, find the quotient of, children tell you, but I didn't see any sign here now. What did they say we should do? Because they don't know the vocabulary. That's why they are struggling with it. That's why you see some word problem. They will tell you, find the difference. 2 birds went out. This and that, they came. One left, one came. What's the difference? Because the answer is in the statement. They don't know. So if anything, even your additional, go back to your class, go and teach them the equation. Class, this is addition equation. This one, the number that comes here is called addend. This other number, even say it, this is what? Your addition sign. Who told you some of them know? Who told you they know this is addition sign? Children will shock you. It's the exam that they usually use. I'll be like, Because if I see it, I go back and affect my teaching. Are you getting it now? Say everything. This is addition sign. This is division sign. Let them hear it. I think people need to do exercise, but people are sleeping now. I'm awake, alive, alert, enthusiastic. Okay, 1, 2, go. Yeah, let's go. I'm awake, alive, alert, and enthusiastic. What's happening? If they do not tell you to dance now, you dance, so because you collect 5 million. Wake, alive, alert, alert, alive, awake. I'm awake, alive, alert, and enthusiastic. Smile now. Fast. Let's turn it to Akpala. Yes? I'm awake, alive, alert. I'm awake, alive, alert, and enthusiastic. It's a good word. There are some. Don't sit yet, oh. Yes? Nobody want to turn it to Akpala for us. No creative musician here. Let's wrap it now. I'm awake, alive, alert, and enthusiastic. I'm awake, alive, alert, and enthusiastic. I'm awake, alive, alert. Alert, alive, awake. I'm awake, alive, alert, and sorry, I want to explain something. Do you know you can actually teach the code to this thing? Know what each place means, so that when you touch it, that's one thing about your brain. This place is what? This place is what? This place is what? So when you are faster, you might not be able to do what? When you are faster, you might not be able to remember. I'm awake, alive, alert, enthusiastic, alert. I'm awake. No, the point I'm trying to bring out in this thing. Do you know what I'm doing? Learn to teach children thinking. Teach children thinking. You can tell them, don't code it. I'm awake, alive, alert, enthusiastic. I'm awake, alive, alert, enthusiastic. So when you're touching, know what you're touching. I'm awake, alive, alert, awake. I'm awake, alive, alert, and enthusiastic. Let's go. Mr. Boniface, we're not dancing. Yes? Hey, Akala. Hey. Come on. Come on. I'm awake, alert. Thank you. I'm giving them. So I will give this one 1, this one 2. I'll look at this one, I will not give her. I'll come back here, give this one 2. Now drop 4 here. I will not ask them, what you did, is it fair? They tell you, it's not good though, because you did not give that person. What are you doing? You're making them do what? Relate it to life. Because that is what it actually is. That's why you see some adult, they will be driving, they will come like this. Brain coordination, 0. That's when you know that, I blame your maths teacher. Because they will say, one person I said, take them to psychiatric hospital. It's true. Even some people, I see some people, they will be walking. So 2 people are coming, they'll be like, some people will be there like 2 seconds, I'm sure. Or 2 person will say, stay that place now. Go, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, madam. I understand why there are people plenty, but you know what? What is the secret to doing that? Exactly, because you are lost in touch. You are not being mindful. Immediately you move, the next one, remain there. Wait. If you go to they'll not be going. Somebody is like, and the 2 of you are going like this. What's happening? Okay, let's share. Let's share the 9. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you notice there's a pattern? Now I said something about teaching children thinking. Some people can do like this. What am I even drawing? I don't know how to do the sad one. See, you as a teacher, you drew a plate like this. No, now. Let's mold them what we want the children to do. See your plate. I'm not saying your drawing should be perfect, but at least you now drew one. One is not even like a star. You now say, this is a... So, model what you want the children to do. Teach the pattern. Start it from the board. Then you now start your thinking. Now, like you are tired, like, oh my God, what is all this rubbish? See the way now, this is even to organize. I'm even creating pattern again. I'm creating pattern with this circle. So one is now here, one will now come. Then this one now will now be here. I don't even know how to do it. Are you following a pattern like that? Teach them a pattern. I told you, children are watching you. With time, they start acting like you. Yeah, do you know that? Yes. Have you seen a particular teacher? The children act like her. Yes. Maybe it's the way you walk. You know, children, they just see that they admire you from corners. That's why you are looking nice. They notice now. So maybe you'll be walking like you. They'll be trying to walk like you. Especially if you walk nicely. When they I want to go into the restroom, I want to walk like Miss Polano. I'm like, is that how I walk? What's happening here? Okay, so this is what sharing method. Now let's do our grouping method. Grouping. You count your 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As you are doing this, please be teaching them thinking. Teaching them thinking is that the way they can avoid mistake. So if a child counts like this, do you think you are joining? Do you think it will be easy to group it? And I want to group 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Did you see that? If they were joined together, we will not be able to do the grouping. So it can confuse the child. So teach the child thinking. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Even the small is even too close. You can make your own very big. You have a bigger board. Is that clear? Then repeated subtraction. Oh, I didn't tell you I got the answer. So you just count the groups, sorry. 1, 2, 3, then you write it. Then repeated subtraction. One mistake children usually make is that when they write this sign here, they will write the sign here again. Let them know that you are working with 2 signs. One division sign and the next is what? Because it is repeated subtraction. Repeat it. Teachers don't get tired of talking. That's why I've not fainted. Look, I can't, if you just turn me up. That's why when I now go, my neighbor will say, hey, this woman, very quiet woman. Even imagine, Okada man. I took Okada one day. The man was telling me that, Madam, it's 300. I didn't even argue. I said, okay, I just left. He said, Madam, sorry, I'm so sorry. Please come back. I said, I don't want to kill you. He said, because I did not, I don't have the energy. Because I've been talking in school. I'm tired. I don't have time for drama. So if you just say no, I go home, I do my work, and I sleep off. Because it's not easy to talk. It takes your energy. That's why please, teachers, find time to eat. Who says teachers don't need to eat or rest? Rest. Time you're supposed to, you are not having a period. You've carried yourself. You've gone round. Time you're supposed to, in my own class, I sleep. Oh. I can just take 30 minutes nap. So that I'll be better because it's not easy. So please be intentional. Then you bring down the word divisor, right? 9 take away 3. You still remember what I said. You just write the 6. You do what? You can still count somewhere. Please be ready to help children. Take away 3. 1, 2, 3. What is left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Righteous. This 6 is coming back here under 9. Be talking. Because people don't communicate, they don't be writing it. Don't get tired of talking. Take away, bring down the 3 again. 6 take away 3 again. You count your 6. 1, 2, 3. Take it away. What is left? 1, 2, 3. You bring down this 3 again. 3 take away 3. 1, 2, 3. What is left? Nothing here. Just create drama around it. When you get to 0. But if you are doing a remainder, what will be left here? There might be a remainder, right? Mm-hmm. But because there's no time, like I said, we can't teach everything today. So you start counting. Tell them to draw a line. Be intentional. Some people, when they want to wear, some people can wear rumple clothes. Do you know? Their clothes will be rumpled, they'll wear it. They'll be like, I don't send. They'll be like they're the boss. And you're actually looking like Yeah, that's why you see sometimes they'll be packing people on the street. They'll pack them. Yeah, you know, how did you pack? You don't know me? You go explain as a police. When you say, yeah, come back. Go, pack them. They'll not be carrying them. Have you noticed? When you are well dressed, they really talk to you, police. Even when you are driving, you just look at it. They'll tell you, good afternoon, ma'am. But maybe you just see one color like this. No, I'm not against color, but you need to just dress ras, in short. Just, you pierce your ear like this, come back. You put cowries here. Just come. Just say, don't know me, Gen Z teacher, I'm a baddie. Police will tell you, park. Then you ask for all your particulars. You don't even know why. Do you see what I'm doing? I will teach. Make some joke. Don't be too serious. No, I expect you to not be looking at it. No, I can't. I'm not really that good though, but I just know that I'll just teach you little way for someone to learn. So let's count the step.
1, 2, 3.
I blocked it. I put this line. Teach them intentionality. Why I mentioned that, some people will wear that clothes. Teach them to do the right thing. Model it. You are the teacher. Model what you want them to do. You are saying your children should walk nicely. Your children should sit up so that they don't slouch. But you are the teacher. When you sit on your chair, this is how you sit. You're not looking at them like, I can see you. Please. Model what you want to teach your children. Okay. Short division, long division. Everything goes from there. Go to Oak Academy. Now, finally, fraction, before we call it a day. Because there's no time now. I will come and observe your lesson. Who can tell me the starter for this fraction? No, there's a starter. Mr. Oko talk about content. Who can tell me a good starter for fraction? They are just starting fraction in class.
That's next
But what if, orange is not expensive, it's 1 or 200. Yes, let me putting all these things into consideration. You might tell some children, bring orange, but if you might be a nice teacher, you can just buy. You can buy 4, sacrifice that for 800, right? How much is my salary? But why is this always doing that thing? They want to draw, me, I don't have But you can actually do it. But if you cannot use orange, you can cut paper. Please, do you know what? I can actually give a grade 4. Do you know your work? You can be delegating. Give a grade 4 child. My friend, please, can you help me to cut, draw orange and color it, orange color, 4. I've assigned that the child will draw it for. I can draw, auntie, I can draw. Just draw, orange, they'll color it for you. You already have 4. You are using it tomorrow. You keep it on your table. You bring your children. I have orange. Then I want to suck this orange. Or someone else, I want to lick. Licky. I want to suck the orange. Right? This is my orange, right? The leaf want to capsize. I place the orange there. I want to suck it. I know one thing most people are used to doing is they will cut it like this. But when children want to suck orange, this is how they cut it. Be practical. Why do you want to start from here? Who told you this one is not also half? Who said this is not half? Who said you can't start like this? You can use horizontal line. Why start? Sorry, you can use a horizontal line instead of using a vertical line. Vertical from up, down, yes. Start with horizontal line. This is also half. Then you tell them this half is called a fraction. Fraction is a part of a whole. But what I want you to teach is equivalent fraction using shape. So I'll just be fast with that. And that will be the. So this one, you cannot move on. Use it to teach them. You can also do, half means you cut into. But who can tell me the part of this fraction equation, what is it called? What's this one here called? Numerator. What's this sign called? The bar. It has a name. Google it. I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, it has a name. This thing has a name. It's called Komowale. No, let Dubai so. Okay, it has a name, so check it. That's the assignment. Yes. Oh, somebody said all over. It's not all over. It's still savage all over me, Abi. Okay, and the number at the bottom is called. But if you are doing,
Tell us, man.
because I don't know now.
Fraction bar.
Please tell us.
No, if you find out yourself, it will stick better. If I tell you now, you just forget. You don't have data.
You don't want to paste on Google now. How will you paste?
Eh?
Yes, what's that name?
What is the sign on part of a fraction called? It has a name.
Divider.
They said the line between the numerator
And the denominator. That's another one you can ask. What is another name for the line between the numerator and the denominator? Fraction bar. So yes, fraction bar. Yes, but there's another name too. If I hear that name, I will know that is it. This is called what? Quarter, right?
Yes.
You tell your children you divide into 4, and one piece of it at the top, because the numerator is telling you the part, is the what? Quarter. That is it. Because I don't know how to pronounce it. That's why I didn't pronounce it. So I was vampire. That's it. So you said it. That is that I told you. See, it has a name. No, check for pronunciation. Now copy it. Now you now press that play. It will not play. It will not tell you. It can, no, you know what? Check it. You check the transcription. Check the transcription to know how to pronounce it.
Today I will call it vinculum.
Check what's the transcription? You know English transcription. See, everywhere, 21st century teachers. But even if you don't remember anything, but no, it's possible. You might not remember everything. But at least pick 1 or 2 things to do in your class. I hope we all promise. 1 or 2 things to do in your class, right? So now we are moving on. This is what? Equivalent fraction. Because Donald Trump is coming to Nigeria, so you have to change. You know, Norma is very strict. If I just say, if you don't know how to pronounce this bar, go like this. You don't like be a teacher again, no? If my say take them to the prison, I'll come to them. Don't let them come here, please. I'm scared of it. Can you see what I'm doing? When people hear equivalent fraction, they make it like a big deal. It's not, actually. What are you saying? 1/2 is equivalent to this thing. Can you see the shape? For 1/2, I divided into 2. For 2/4, I divided into 4. But I shaded how many parts? I wish I had. So this is where your effective strategy comes in. Will you be using one single marker? You can take 2 markers. You can use blue for 1. You can even use 3. So the children will be seeing the differences clearly. Who can tell me what's the next step if I want to get another equivalent fraction? Mr. Utman, what's the next step for equivalent fraction? I've gotten to equilibrium fraction. I'm moving on. Yes, Mr. Tokman, you are the great mathematician. No, we listen, we don't judge. No. It might be a topic you've not taught for a while. You forget. Yes. So what's the next step? If I want to get another equivalent fraction, so I've gotten 1. I've gotten 1 over 2 half. I've gotten 2 over 4. And they're asking me to generate 5 equivalent fractions. I've gotten 2.
The first thing is to know the differences. What number are you using to multiply both the numerator and the denominator?
Yes.
After you, okay, now 2, right? So the next thing is, since you use 2 to multiply the first fraction to get your answer, you use that same 2 to multiply your answer.
Which one? Is it this one?
No,
so,
2 over 4 now.
2, so I will say
2 times 2, 4, which is 4, and then 4 times 2, which is 8.
Is it correct?
Correct. No.
If you agree that is correct. No, I'm not saying if this I'm talking about the equivalent.
The next one should be 4 over 16.
The next one, if you for equivalent fraction, listen. If you multiply by 2, the next step is by 3, and you are still doing 1 over 2. It will not be 1 times 3, 2 times 3, and it becomes what? 3 over. No. Hey, we listen. It's not as if it's what he actually taught, but that is how it works. Now you are using 3. What was it again? Photographic learner. What was the answer again? Do you understand, mister? No, you know why? You know why I'm saying this? Because it's the method they use in teaching us. That's what makes it confusing. So now, if you are starting with equivalent fraction, you start with 2. Multiply it with the numerator and the denominator. Next one, you start with 3. Go back to the beginning, not this one. Always go back to the first one. You do by 3. You are going the fourth one. 1 times 4. So who can tell me the answer for the next one? 4 times this. 4 times. Then you just keep going like that. But you see what I'm doing? I'm using shape now. So I've done for half. I've done for 2. So if I want to do now, that means I have to do 6, right? This is 4. This is 6. 1, 2, 3. Do you know I will show that many parts?
3 parts.
What did you notice about everything? It's still what? Half. But they are all equivalent fractions. Why are you smiling? No, I was just kidding. No. But do you know this is the answer Mr. Tokme got?
Yes.
Do you know this is the answer Mr. Tokme got?
Yes.
But he only brought it further, right? But he jumped 1 step. But you know, we are teaching children, so somebody say, hey, and that Mr. Tokme, I used to think that he knows math. So now he has answered. I know how people is a lie. Hey, don't be like that. No, we listen, we don't. See, that's why there's the best friends I've made today. I made them in teaching profession. Yes. I see this too. Huh? They want to call this. See them. Yes, this is the truth. But some of them, they traveled abroad. So some of them send me money. That's your teaching job. Don't worry. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. I'm telling you. Because in the midst of all of this, we usually discuss. We go to each other. I want to do a class display. My friend has used this fraction. I can go back to her. Can you please borrow me that fraction for last time?
What I was thinking, about Mr. Tokwe was that he was teaching a high class, senior class. And then in the senior class, those of us,
They don't do equivalent fashion.
they jump this one is for basic.
That's what I'm saying now. Now I told him, I said, that is a topic he had not taught for a while. Don't not mention it. Yes, I mentioned it. We listen, we don't judge. Allow Mr. Tokwe to talk now.
Very simple. So that is enough evidence to remove grade from.
No, don't be like that. It doesn't mean. No, as I am like this, when I was in secondary school, I struggled with reading a lot. Because I didn't have the basics. And because my parents had to move so many times, so I changed school. There are some things like this happen to some children. Maybe that's why I'm particular about children that struggle. Because I know how people look down on me. Even in the university, when I have carryover, I will see my friends. But the truth is, you don't live with your mistake. You leave them behind. I think there was a verse, but you know some of these things, I actually went back to them. But because I had the basic, so it doesn't mean that you have to know everything. You can go back to it and learn it. Please, let's be intentional. And finally, our strategy. Please be creative. Use different markers and all of that. Question time. I think, should we do question? Just go home. It's already past 5. Oh. Those people that came from Ikorodu. Okay, Miss Yemisi, let's listen, please.
So you talked
I think grade 3, grade 4. That's about the time they do. But in my school, grade 2 are doing it.
Wow.
Yes, because we use both British and Nigerian curriculum. So my grade 2 friends now, they're actually learning this fraction. So there's also fraction, and you can teach fraction of amount, Mr. Tokwe, using this. So don't be making it look like somebody will write. That's why some people they'll still be struggling with percentage. They'll say, oh, what is the 25% of 60? Yes, you are correct. Yes, you said it. 25%. Do you know I can use drawing to just do it?
Yes.
What is 25% of 60? Okay, wait, let me use another number to make it easy. What is 25% of 80? What is 25% of 80? Because I just divided it. This is 20, 20, 20, 20. It's actually, but see, like a teacher will just come and start solving like this for you now. And start saying, oh, because I know maths. 25 over 100. 25 year 1, 25 year 4. Yes? They'll now say what? 80 divided by 4. Then you get 20. Do you understand? But you can, that's why equivalent fraction, you can actually use shape to teach this fraction of amount. Make them know, I have 80 apples. Just do it. Draw it. Yeah, just put it. You are keep counting in 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I have 2. That is what? Okay, better say, let's just do 10. Because it will be confusing. You can see? If you don't try something, you won't know. You can just do 10. So this is what? 20. This is what? 20. So 25% just means what? Because 500 has how many 25? 4. 25 makes 50. 25. It's saying it like that. They'll be picturing it. If we continue, we will not leave here today. Thank you. And thank you too for making it interactive. But some people had assignment, so they are happy with not continue. You're supposed to teach. but you can still meet up. You can ask. There's no crime in asking questions. Mr. Utman goes to Mr.